Hey, this is Andrew Brown. In this video, we're going to take a look at MediaConvert to do the exact same thing we did with Elastic Transcoder. I'm going to just tell you that I didn't find in the exam that it's saying that we need to know MediaConvert, but the issue is that we need to know Elastic Transcoder. Elastic Transcoder is a much older service. MediaConvert does the exact same thing if we're just doing for videos, and so that's why I'm including it in here, even though it may not explicitly be listed, or it just says that it is explicitly not listed, because I just don't trust the exam guides, and that's where we have to, use our own judgment here. Okay, so we're gonna go over to MediaConvert, and basically this thing does the same thing as Elastic Transcoder. It has inputs, it has outputs, it has jobs, it can convert stuff, and it has a lot more stuff that it can do. But we just want to convert out video. So it says MediaConvert doesn't have permissions. It needs to run this job to configure an item role. Choose AWS integrations from the left-hand navigation and service access. Okay. Where is... Oh, over here. So we'll go to AWS integrations, and I guess we will set up some stuff here. So here what it wants to do is create a service. Create a new service role. It wants to call it that. And then it wants an S3 input location. And then it wants an output location. So something very similar to what we had before. I'm going to do everything here through the CLI here today just because I do not care. And I just want to show you this as quick as possible so that you can know that you know how to do it yourself. So we'll go here and just say source video and just put some numbers here. So I'll grab that and we'll create that bucket. And then I'll just say dest videos. I guess I could have called it input output, but that's not what I called it. We'll create that one. So I'll go back here and I want this one to be source. S3 // and then this one will be dest. Okay, I don't know if we need to have specific prefixes for output folders, but I'd rather just dump them plainly in here. I'm just gonna take a look here. I guess we'll do input here. And then here we'll do output. If it really wants it, we'll just do that. And I don't care about an API gateway. And then we have these things down here. I do not care about those. We'll go ahead and create this. And so now we should have a service role. You must have at least one output group. What are you talking about? I set one. Oh, it's talking about here for the job. So we have our input. And that will be our source here. And now it's expecting a file. So what I'm going to do is go over to our S3 bucket, go into our source. I'm going to upload this file. So I have it here. You can download it. And I'm going to just bring it on over. I'm actually going to download this. And I'm going to rename it to video just so that it's easier to work with. Okay. I'm just doing this off screen, so you'll have to do this off screen as well. So I just renamed it video. And then I'm going to upload. And I'm going to add a folder. I just want to add the folder here. Okay, sorry, I'll go back. And I'll just say create a folder here. And we'll call this one input. And we'll go all the way down here. And then I'm going to just click into this and then drag this on in. Okay, and then we'll upload this. And so now we have our video in here. I'm going to go over to buckets. And I'm going to go back over to convert job. And we'll try to select that again now. So we'll just go source. And there's our input video. Excellent. And here we have a bunch of options. I really just want to convert it into another video type. That would probably be the most basic thing. But for now, we'll add an output. I think that's probably what we'll do here. And here it says create an unpacked output such as an MPEG-4 or something else. HLS-IO, which are great for streaming videos. I'm just going to say a file group, I guess. And I'll just say my output group. And we'll go ahead. I can see why people didn't want to go to this service because Elastic Transcoder is so straightforward. But we'll go ahead and select this. And we'll just say choose. And I'll just write output here. We don't have that folder there, just in case it wants it. I mean, it should be able to dynamically create it, but just in case, I'll just create a folder called output. And we'll create that here. And we'll go over to here, and we'll just stick with standard. And so we have our output group. It's going to convert it out to H.264, which is totally fine. We can click down here and change this to another format. And I'm just going to change this to anything like MP9, which I don't know what that is. It's probably that WebM format. And we'll go ahead and say create. The bit rate is required. I don't know what it should be. You know what? Maybe we can look up the bit rate for the existing file. So I'm looking at properties in this file here. I wonder if it shows the bit rate. Details. Bit rate 387 kilobits. Okay, so we'll just say 387 kilobits to bits. Okay, so I have to say this times 1,000. And then I get the right amount here. So we'll go back. There we go. Can I now create it? We've created our job. Excellent. Is that job running? Which is what I don't know next. So go back here. It's in progress. Okay, great. So hopefully that will work. So I'll just pause here. All right, so that took some time, but it did complete. I'm going to go take a look at our destination into our output, and there is our video. It says MP4, but maybe it did convert it into that other type. I guess the way we could check that is maybe we could download it, and then maybe I could look at its properties, and we might be able to see what it is. So I'll go to properties here, because MP4 is just a container, so it can still be that encoding underneath. So I'm looking here, still says MP4. But anyway, my point is that it did move from one place to another, so I'm going to assume that it did whatever it had to do underneath, even though the extension is exactly the same. I don't feel like running this again. And the reason I don't want to invest too much time here is just because I'm giving you this as just so that you know how it works, but we don't want to invest too much time in here just in case it isn't actually needed for the exam, even though it probably is, but it probably isn't, but it probably is, but it probably isn't, okay? But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just clean this up here. So we'll go back over to MediaConvert. And we'll go into our jobs. I guess there's like no pipeline or anything, so I don't think there's anything for us to get rid of. So yeah, there's nothing to do except get rid of the buckets, I guess. So maybe we'll just do that then. So we'll go here and just delete the buckets, empty them, and then delete them. So there we go. There's one deleted. Or emptied anyway. And then we'll empty the source. And then I'll delete this. And I'll delete this one. There we go. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? Ciao.